Welcome to the live stream with the King. The deep lore investigation we are starting. Back again after a Christmas break. Hunting the Scorched. Let me get my everything turned on. Y'all let me know if you can hear everything. And I actually have a tip for y'all starting right off the bat. I want us to go back to Flatwoods real quick. We thought we were through with Flatwoods, but since this is deep lore investigation, we actually didn't do enough in Flatwoods, believe it or not. And I want to show you something that you can do and probably earn a little atoms on the side. When you're looking for the holotapes, and it might not show up on mine because I actually did all of it, but I'll try to show you. Go to your challenges tab like you do your daily and weekly, and go down to the world, and it's talking about collecting the holotapes, and I'll try to find mine. Ghost has it on hers, but it has a section for collecting the survivor holotapes. Where is it? There it is, right there. See, I have 10 out of 10, and it's all the survivor stories for the responders, and they're all here in Flatwoods, and some of them may be in Morgantown, I'm not sure, but there you see Nurse Scott, Sophie, Tabitha, and you'll find them, like I said, here in Flatwoods and maybe in Morgantown. And I found the last one today. There was one that I was missing. So as we went around here in our deep lore investigation, we actually missed one. So we come back here, and Ghost said she's missing 2. You're missing 2, Ghost?
Yeah, I'm missing 2.
Okay, one of them I know exactly where you're missing, and I'll show you why you're missing it. Right over here. There's a porch that's really hard to get on. And I don't know if Bethesda made it this way on purpose or not. See here? Yeah, both ends of it you can't hardly get on it, but here, right here is the kernel, the responder kernel right there. So
that's one I was missing.
So make sure you pick up these holotapes, and when you do, you'll notice in your challenge section on the world, what is it, 40 atoms you get? Is that what it is? I didn't notice what it was. I think it was 20 atoms.
20.
But you see, you can get all these different things you get atoms for, and this is just another one of those things. So not only do you learn about the world, you get atoms. And there's all kinds of things that you can look on these challenges. I've been doing these for the last several days, just looking on these, on the survival, the combat, the social, and the world. You'll find all different things you can go out and try to do. This game has all kinds of content. You know, these people say that they run out of things to do on this game. This game is an open sandbox. You can never run out of things to do on this game. I love this game. Okay, let me start telling people hi before we jump into our investigation.
Sorry, I was going to ask real quick, where's the Nurse Scott one?
Nurse Scott. Let's see. Let's try to find
You remember?
Scott. Right off the top of my head, no, but we can find her real quick.
Is it in Flatwoods?
I believe it is, yes. Nurse Scott. Let's see. Todd's here. True Flat's here. Zonder Bunny's here. Jeremy's here. David's here. Rob's here. Which is Eli, I believe. Kentucky's here. And Leroy's here. Hey, everybody. And By the way, Leroy, I don't think we got your thing mailed out, but we're going to tomorrow. Is that right, Queen? It's in the box ready to get mailed. So we did get your consolation prize ready to go, and I think you'll like it. It's pretty cool. So, and the mic sounds fabulous. That is so awesome. Okay, let's look for Nurse Ratched. Is that right? There's the three-headed possum. Isn't that cool? All right. And you'll find these things. Some of them are on the porches. There's one over here on this porch over here. Scott, there's a buff out on him. Oh, by the way, there's some lead. I need all the lead I can get. Look, you've got you've got a thing on your leg. Let's see. In the church is Willie and somebody else. Who's in the tavern? My memory's not good enough. I've gotten all these, so I don't. Did you go upstairs? Somebody.
We don't have to do it right now.
Somebody's in the fridge. Oh, we're here. Might as well. Did y'all know there was somebody in the fridge? The responder.
No! Someone please help me!
Can y'all hear that?
Please let me out! Please! Please!
That's so awful.
I'm begging you! Don't leave me here! Please! Please!
Let's see if she's on the computer.
I'll give you anything you want! Money? Yeah!
Shepherd
cash?
Scott.
My life's savings! I'll
Last
tell you
checked
where it is.
in 3/15/96. Location Greene County Motel. She's in the motel.
Graveyard behind the
Okay.
church.
I'll head over there.
The rightmost grave. Stand on it.
Church
Walk
Road.
directly across the river.
Has theories on many topics, mostly political or paranormal. Isn't
My
that cool?
savings are in an old stump. A little bit off the right, I swear.
Hope you and Mississippi Queen are having a very nice day. We are. Yo, 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 name. How are you doing? Good to see you tonight. Zonder Bunny cheated and looked them up. Leroy said I found those on my first run through in the area. Awesome. I had found them all but that one, because that one porch had that rail that you couldn't get on, so I had missed the kernel. Yes, I want to hear a joke as long as it's not a bad joke. Clean joke. Give me a clean joke. Lunchbox next to the ramen trough. Is that the nurses? Don't tell me the nurses is in the lunchbox. How does Batman's mom call him for dinner? Ghost, we did find it. Jeremy found
I'm
it.
coming back.
Yep, that was right. Hey, Psycho. Hey, David. I remember when you said that. It did ring a bell that I thought that was right. Not that I would have ever remembered it without you. I'm not like, oh yeah, I knew that. No, I didn't. I would have never remembered that without you saying that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All
awesome.
right.
I finally got them all.
Yay! Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Did you get your atoms?
Yep.
Okay. So a little tip to start off with. I know most of you got that, but that'll help some people for sure. Okay, for those that are not familiar with what we're doing on this, we're doing a lore investigation, which means we're doing a little bit slower. We're not just flying through the game or doing the events or that kind of thing. We're doing a deep dive into the story, into the backstory, and I am replaying the game. I restarted on another character, and I'm really figuring out where people are missing the story. Real quickly, you're going to see that the story branches out. It hasn't yet on us, but it's going to branch out very soon, and I think people get lost in it. So you watch coming up very soon. It's going to branch out, especially when it gets to the Rose stuff, and I think people really get lost in that. And I think they just start going through the motions and doing the quest, and they just have no idea what's going on with the story. And I think if you pay attention to what's going on and we talk about it, I think you'll understand it and go, oh, that, you know. So a lot of that is, a lot of what we're doing is for that, so you'll understand what's going on with the story. Okay, we need to install the Type T fuse, load the samples into the centrifuge back at the doctor's office. So, and we also need to do some investigating at the hospital and see what's going on at the hospital. So, are you ready to go to the back to the AVR Medical Center?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we really just didn't even touch the AVR Medical Center. Todd giving us $20 on the super chat, starting the year off right. Thank you, Todd. That is. Let me give you a big heart. Thank you so much. That is awesome. You don't know how much that means. I tell you that all the time, but that's how we make it. Is those super chats. Thank you so much. Todd, you're so good at doing that for us. Thank you very, very much. Zonda Bunny says they don't just hand the story to you. No, they don't. Which is another reason I love this game as well. This is a game that is it's not just given to you. It's not a dumbed down game. You know, they griped about Skyrim being a dumbed down game. This is not a dumbed down game at all. You really have to think about what's going on to get it. You know, you have to stop and really think and really investigate to even understand what's going on.
It is us.
All right. Let's do some investigating with this. Of course, it's a hospital, and we know that the overseer brought us here for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Scorched research. And I don't want to jump ahead. I mean, we know ultimately what we're doing. We're going to get the prevention so that we don't get turned into a Scorch. That's ultimately what we're doing. But this was the main hospital that was treating those that were being inflicted by the Scorch virus. So let's see if we can get some information about what was going on at this hospital, some of the research that was going on here. Maybe pre-war and post-war. And Ghost, if you find anything or have anything to add, please let me know.
Yep.
And you guys in the chat, I know you've all played it. Please, this is open forum here. Try not to jump ahead, but if y'all have anything to add with what's going on in the story at the present time, please fill us in. Because I am not the know-it-all. My wife might say different, but definitely can't just run through. And if I rush so much, the deeper the stories get missed. Yes. And you know, it being a multiplayer game, I think a lot of people did that. Especially, you know, I just watched how some people played it, and I was like, there is no way they understood anything of what was going on. I was trying to vats him in the head, and I don't have that on this character. I really need to slow down and look.
Here's the alien scene.
Oh, where are you at?
I went down the hall.
Yeah, I guess we need to stay closer. Oh, the stomach.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Where it's on the face over here.
Oh, the face. Yeah, that's so awesome. That is awesome. I thought it was the one coming out of the stomach, but yeah, the one on the face. Oh, I got the recipe for right away, yes. Full disclosure, I do want to say that I did transfer some of the Christmas notes to this character. What am I trying to say? Like the deer horns and all that kind of stuff.
All the mounted heads.
The mounted heads and all that, yeah. I wanted some pretty stuff for my house, so. Yeah, I thought the Christmas event was really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go upstairs and search up and then come down. If y'all get bored quick, this may not be the kind of live stream y'all like, but see, I love searching things, so this is the way I play anyway. When I'm by myself playing Fallout, I love to search every nook and cranny. And when somebody's with me, they're like, would you hurry up? And I'm normally sneaking, and that's what my son laughs at me, because I'm crouched wherever I go. Alright, finally a note. You were right to have me inventory the prescription drugs locker. Turns out we're missing 3 boxes of painkillers. I'm not sure who the thief is, but we can't afford to lose any more supplies. I'm going to change the code.
God.
Don't forget to get rid of this note. Okay, this is going to be good because that will probably be a code to something to get into.
It's right downstairs. I found it.
I got the code. To get some chems. There's got to be some tapes or something in this place somewhere. Would you help me watch the chat some too, please? It's hard to look and... do you have a hacking skill? Oh, that's something we're gonna need quick.
I don't know. No, I do not.
Oh, I need in this terminal.
I don't have a hacking.
Something we need in right now. There's a terminal. ghost leaves the vapor trail wherever she goes.
It's in here, the locked gate thing.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Alright. Stolen supplies.
Ghost still is. Oh, yeah.
Alright, go ahead. I'll tell you what the number is.
Okay. Alright.
01. Are you ready?
Yep.
1986.
Okay.
Yay, it worked.
Is there anything good in here?
Radix. There's some buff out. And Radix. That was it.
There's a red away. There's a red away on the bottom shelf there.
Go ahead. You can get that. I took a buff out, so you can have the Radaway. Radaway's probably better early on. Well, I wish we'd have gotten in that terminal.
What?
Alright, guys. I can get plenty with my Pharma perk anyway. Going down.
Scott says Lily says hi.
Hey, Lily! And Jack! Here's some more buff out. I can share the buff out with you.
See, you already get better luck. I've gotten, like, it's all empty.
Here, let me give you some buff out. I've got 4 buff out. I'll give you 2 of them. Well, I've got buff tats too, so yeah.
Oh, no, okay. Sister Han says, King, you look so much different with the hat on.
Did you see my new hat? Y'all see what it says?
Hey, Scott.
Can y'all see what my new hat says?
That's too small.
Oh, Sinister gave us a super chat. Thank you. $5 on the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you, bud. How are you doing, Sinister? Y'all don't forget to go check out Sinister's channel. He does awesome stuff. Thank you, bud. Todd says, love this walkthrough. Don't forget to leave a like. Alright, let's go on down. We bored them enough. I don't see anything on this level, but I sure got a lot of stem packs and that stuff. I would have thought there would have been notes and holotapes on this. Oop, I went outside. The resolution looks a little fuzzy, but looks like the NCR to me. Yep, it is the New California Republic. Yep, it is. Isn't that cool? And it covers up my bald head. That's the best thing
Priority
about it.
responder message incoming. Immediate evacuation of
Alright,
the
let me go
First
back
Branch
in.
Church in Charleston is required.
I'm in the kitchen.
Burrowing in this area does reveal salvage that well-equipped trained personnel can recover. Civilians should remain clear while the bells ring.
Alright. I'll put that on we've got to, one of us needs to pick hacking and the other one needs to pick lock picking. So we'll just choose.
Okay. That's...
Alright, I put the stuff in. I put the stuff in downstairs. I really wanted to find something in this hospital. Alright. The overview. Produce a vaccine against the mutagenic effect known as the scorched plague. The method is extract blood samples from 3 candidate creatures observed to be more resistant to scorched. The effect, use the blood sample analysis to create synthetic antibodies. The feral ghoul, the mole rat, and the wolf. The project stalled until replacement type T fuse can be acquired. Alright, and here's the journal. We're too late. I failed. Was on the radio with Maria just now. She's never seen so many scorch beasts. She says the sky above. By the way, real quick before I read all this, we've talked about this a little bit. Do y'all think the world after Wastelanders is going to be dramatically different? Do y'all think there's going to be a lot less scorched and a lot less scorched beasts? Just something to think about while I'm reading this. She says the sky above the airport dark with them. They're not attacking, not yet, waiting on their scorched foot soldiers to arrive. Maybe. Clever. I won't read that word. And of course, we're scrapping the bottom of the barrel on ammo and stems, so this couldn't come at a worse time. So what the heck do I do now? Down here alone, I might eventually be able to finish this vaccine. I can't help the fire breathers anymore, but maybe someday the vaccine will save lives, assuming anyone's left. If I can make it back to the airport, I could save lives today, or maybe tomorrow, or whenever the battle comes. And it will come. I cannot stay here. It might be suicide trying to make the trip on my own, but I can't turn my back on everyone I care about. Not when they need me the most. Not when I'm the one who failed to play her part in our plan to stop the scorched before it came to this. If anyone finds this, then get those blood samples, load them to the centrifuge, and run the DNA analysis program. The rest is pretty automatic. Good luck to us both. October. Dang it all. So close, and yet I'm stuck. Jeff's been out foraging missions pretty much around the clock, and I can't get in touch with him to request help with the blood samples or the replacement fuse. The fire breathers are almost ready for the big operation, and I've got nothing to give them. If they take on the scorched without being inoculated first, I fear what might happen. I have to confront the possibility that I might never get the chance to finish this work, but maybe someone else can. These journal entries should serve as a guide. I'm thinking I can also rig up the symptomatic, whatever that word was, to play a message to anyone that's able to administer the inoculation once it's done. That way, if the worst happens, I can at least leave some kind of signpost to help others benefit from what we've learned, to help them survive if maybe I don't. You okay? September. Thank God for the automation. I'm one woman doing the work of a small research team. If not for the computers and machinery here, this project wouldn't have a chance. Speaking of the project, the creatures that show the most resilience to the scorched plague are the mole rats, feral ghouls, and wolves. If I can get a blood sample from each one, it will be a simple matter to load them into the centrifuge and run the analysis program. With the resulting data, synthesizing antibodies should be a pretty straightforward process. And the synthetic antibodies to the suspension fluid, and presto, instant scorch vaccine. Then it's just a matter of waiting on that phone call about my Nobel Peace Prize. That's the good news. The bad news is the old symptomatic machine, I powered it on, and the dang thing blew a fuse right away. Jeff thinks there might be a Type T fuse at the old mining supply store. Hopefully he can send someone to check soon. To hear Maria tell it, those boys in the fire breathers unit are itching to take the fight to the Scorched, and they are counting on my inoculation to protect them. August. Short entry today. Why? Because I really only did one thing, and it wasn't research. No, my day was spent hiding from a pack of Scorched that invaded the hospital this morning. Most of them stayed on the ground floor, but a few wandered down here. It's a good thing I heard them because I barely had time to hold up in the closet when they started searching around the lab. It occurs to me that we know almost nothing about the Scorched. What motivates them? Do they eat? Why are they hostile towards everything that isn't one of them? Eventually, the Scorched moved on, and by eventually, I mean 9 hours later. I never want to set foot in a storage closet again. August 1st. Making good progress overall, at least with the preparation. Got the analysis program finished, and then, after no small amount of yelling, cursing, and kicking things, I finally got the terminal and the symptomatic talking to each other. Well, that's a mischaracterization. It would be more correct to say that I got the terminal to scream orders at the symptomatic, and I got the symptomatic to obey them. Now I get to pour over hundreds of first-hand accounts, personal observations, and any other information we've gathered relating to how the Scorched Plague has been affecting the local wildlife. If I'm lucky, a tenth of it might be useful. So now we come to it, the crux of my theory. If I can identify the creatures that seem least affected by the Scorched Plague, then maybe, just maybe, I can figure out why. Then, with luck, synthetic antibodies might not be far behind. July 6th. Okay, here we go. One brave doctor taking on the mysteries of the Scorched. How heroic. Truth is, I'm alone. I'm more than a little terrified, and I'm skeptical this whole crazy ideal will even work. I think the fundamentals are sound enough, but once I started analyzing the Scorched DNA, who knows what I'll find or whether I'll even understand it, but I have to try. If I don't, all the people I care about are as good as dead. If the Scorched start to spread, I don't even want to think about it. At least I can be grateful we found this lab. It has everything I need, provided I can get all the equipment working. Hey, I got this terminal reprogrammed, and that's a pretty good start. Speaking of which, I'd better start writing that analysis program. No time to, well, there's that scratching noise again. I thought we cleared this place out, but I swear there's something moving around in the upper levels. Guess I better work fast. Get vaccinated. I'm cured. I got my tea, Senator.
Dr. Claire Hudson, and if you're hearing this, it means you must have completed my work and inoculated yourself. The next step is to find out if our elite anti-Scorched unit, the fire breathers, are still alive. You can find them at the Charleston Fire Department. Fire breathers need to know the vaccine is ready. If they didn't make it, then you're going to need their weapons to stay alive.
Becky says if they took the scorch completely away, they would have to heal the fissure sides, and the glass caverns would be a snooze fest. I don't think they're going to take them completely away, but I think there will be a lot of them gone. And Scalzi said that Starfield has been canceled. I don't think so. Yeah, I know they're staying, but I think there will be a lot less of them. Okay. Here we go. Can you imagine, just for a minute, and of course that's one thing I tried to do while I was playing this game, but just for a minute reading that terminal, can you imagine being that lady? And before I say this, I gotta tell you, between police jobs, I worked a little bit as a security officer at a hospital. And with that said, I worked as a night officer at a nurses training school, and it was totally empty. And it wasn't huge, but it was like 6 or 7 floors totally empty. And there's just something about a hospital type place totally empty at night. That's a creepy, creepy place. But can you imagine this woman working all night long on this scorch vaccine with the scorch roaming around upstairs and her hearing them? I mean, just think about that. Whew. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be kind of creepy.
That would be beyond creepy, yeah. That would be hard to stay focused on your work, would it? Hey, Dom, what's going on? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, Silent Hill, that would be the scariest scary movie of all. Whew. All right, we need to make it to the Charleston Fire Department. I want to come back when we've got a hacker perk and at least get in the terminal, because I'd like to know more about that hospital. The first time I played the game, believe it or not, I fought 2 Scorch Beasts right here. I was level 10. And they attacked me right here at this hospital. Now tell me why there were scorch beasts right here at this hospital. It was like Todd Howard was watching and said, okay, the King Zone, send them now. Let's just cut through. You listen to the podcast? All right. I'm glad you did. I need to get you back on 76, Dom. Every time you play with me, you start liking it again. So I need to get you to play it again. Oh, I need a mutation. This being able to jump 2 inches is terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, let's listen to the Overseer's log.
Overseer's log, Charleston Fire Department. Automation used to define life in West Virginia. Now it's the only thing left. These training programs that the responders have set up. How many survivors were running through these? It takes a certain calling to voluntarily run into the middle of a fire. Rescue people. Looks like they kept up that spirit. Even as the dangers changed. They must have fought the Scorched up close more than anything. I need to find out what they knew.
You know, one of the things that is kind of sad about what went on in West Virginia after the bombs dropped. And it would really happen probably in the United States today. People were so divided. You had the responders, you had the fire breathers, you had the raiders, you had the Brotherhood of Steel. If everybody would have come together, they probably could have defeated the Scorched and the Scorched Beast, but they were divided and fighting each other, and they couldn't stand that way. What is the saying? United we stand, divided we fall? Alright. We need to do... Are we doing this exam? Is that what we're doing?
And we have to go upstairs first. It says see director upstairs.
Go see the director upstairs. I don't like the written exams.
Fire breather applicants.
Oh,
Please
let's do-
report to exam.
No, it's telling me to do the exam.
Oh, directly?
Yep.
Stay safe out there. Responder.
But the good thing is there's cheats, so I'm gonna sell some stuff.
Good luck with your training, applicant. We'll make a fire breather out of you yet.
Alright, there's a few pages of cheats, if I can find them real quick. There's a first aid guide right here. Let's see. A cold compress. Gently bind the burn with clean bandages. Y'all are gonna help me with this test, right? Disease, collect the following ingredients, take them to a stove or cook combined. Boiled water, fire cap, snap tails, blood leaves. Oh, that's the disease cure ingredients. Okay, there's one. There should be some other cheats. Sure. Mine signaling quick reference. While inside a mine or traveling as a group, talking needs to be kept to an absolute minimum in order to communicate with others. Your signal lamp should be used to communicate the following. One long flash, one quick flash means proceed forward. Two long flashes means halt in place. I know they asked one question about this, and I always miss this one. One long flash, one quick flash. One long flash means retweet. Retweet. And repeating flashes means danger. Okay, I'll always miss this one. One long flash, one quick see. Okay, y'all are gonna have to help me on this one, guys. No, you're not gonna help me. That was Wolfman saying he's not gonna help. Here's one more anti-scorch tactic.
Required examinations. Modern. Congratulations have been issued.
I hope now that I've made a point crystal clear, the Scorch are lethal. They are nothing less than the existential threat. If we cannot find a way to defeat them, or at least contain them, there's no reason to think they won't spread far and wide, transforming or destroying everything in their path. We don't know nearly enough about the Scorch to develop real tactics. What we know so far mostly about common sense approaches for dealing with any deadly predator. I'll summarize the points below. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter a Scorch beast, likely because it's decided to hunt you, do everything in your power to keep away from it. If you've got a gun and can find an enclosed space to fire from, well, that's pretty simple and straightforward. Alright, let's try this thing. Y'all help me. Here we go. Okay, welcome to the Fire Breathers test. This system will walk you through 3 exams designed to prepare you for what's to come, starting with the knowledge exam below. Be sure to review your unit-issued study materials before starting. Good luck! Initiate knowledge exam. The tunnel you're traversing has begun filling with a strange gas. That happens when I'm with Wolfman quite often. And you're without your breathing apparatus. What do? Do you light a match to find the source of the leak? Boom! Do you get above the gas and wait until it... No. Or do you evacuate? Well, I would say you evacuate. Okay. While traversing a smoke-filled building, your breathing apparatus has failed. Which of the following will serve as a replacement? A magazine or newspaper? No. A water-soaked rag or plastic wrap? Plastic wrap's gonna kill you. I would say a water-soaked rag. Good grief. One of your fellow fire breathers has been burned. The area is painful to the touch, but no blisters are forming. You apply a cool compress. What's the next thing you should do? Gently bind the burn with clean bandages. Coat the burn in dirt. Tie a tourniquet above the wound. I would say clean bandages, right?
Gently bind, yeah.
Yep. Alright. While exploring a collapsed mine, your team leader flashes. Here it is! No! While exploring a collapsed mine, your team leader flashes their safety light quickly 3 times. What does it mean? What does it mean? What is quick? I just
Retreat.
read it.
You got retreat.
Are you sure?
Retreat immediately.
Okay. Thank you. One of your squad mates has caught a case of sludge lung. Which of the following sets of ingredients, when cooked together, can be used as a cure? Dirty water, fire caps, snaptails, and cram? Nope. Scotch, cigar, and steaks? Nope. Purified water, ash rose, blight, and soot flour?
Yes. That one. Stick could be good though.
You've stumbled upon a band of scorched disease people brandishing clubs. Which of the following is the only acceptable method of engaging them? Charge in and disable them with police batons? No. Fall back and engage from a distance with firearms? Yes. Sneak up and silently slit their throats? No. You've captured a scorched, infected man who you recognize as a childhood friend. What do you do? Convince your friend to join the responders? No. Bring him back to the station for questioning? No. End his life as mercifully as possible? I think it's that one.
Yep.
Do you wish to submit your answers? Yes. Yay! Alright. I passed the first time through, guys. Okay. See, it's that easy. Did you pass your test?
I already did it.
Well. Well. Guys, I try to give y'all little tips every time, and I know this is a basic tip. But just for some of you new players, when you go to your aid category, if you notice down there at the bottom, you see how I have, it says move camp, view, perks, inspect, drop, and then sort, and then I have it on spoil. I think I told y'all this the first live stream. You can change that to anything just by left clicking your
Analyzing. Knowledge exam
what is
results.
that thing called? The little
Congratulations.
the little
Please
joystick
proceed to
thing.
physical
But
examination
if you click on it,
site.
you can change it to whichever you want. And if you put it on spoil, it puts at the very top the ones that are going to spoil the quickest or the soonest. Is soonest the right word? Is that a word, Quinn? The quickest, yep. So that's what I keep it on. Just a little tip you can use.
Applicant encumbrance level not considered
And by
during
the way, I pick
physical
up all these paint
examination.
cans.
Applicant encumbrance
Did you?
level
There's more
not
lead back in the other room.
considered during
Yeah, I saw
physical
those,
examination.
I didn't want to pick up those weights because they're so heavy. But I know we put our 10 up. Okay. Don't forget to grab the weights. Yep. Yeah, I thought about that. We can put up our 10. so I
Please
guess I'll do
proceed
that.
to physical examination site.
Where is the weight room? I went right past it. I'll go ahead and grab those. That's a lot of weights. See, I went over. Because I'm a pistol build, and of course it really don't matter whatever gun you're using in this game. You need to craft ammo. If you're going to try to find ammo in the world, it's not like
Please
Fallout
proceed
4
to
or Fallout
physical
3. You're going to have to
examination
craft ammo
site.
in this one. All right, let's go do the physical exam.
Did you scrap those weights?
Well, I'm gonna set up the tent right out here.
Oh, okay.
Scrap box. We're gonna find out more about the Charleston Fire Department in a little bit. We're gonna look into the fire breathers in a little bit. We're gonna play to win here, pay to win here, and put up our tent if it'll let us. We gotta get away from everything. That is so nice to be able to do that. Okay. Alright, let's do this physical exam. Whoop. Have I missed anything on the chat? I know I've been busy with that knowledge exam, and I haven't been
Grab the
watching it.
weights. Plop your tent down. Sitting on 8,000. What? 12,000. 5.56. What?
the physical exam was a pain the first time I did it. I'm gonna show y'all the way I do it.
Oh, is this the running one?
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the way I do it. Number one, I clear it out first, clear all the enemies out first, which makes it so much easier. So, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna walk through it so you know the course. And I don't know who all's in the chat. You may be new to Fallout 76. You may be a long-time veteran. But the best way to do it is get up here and don't start the timer. And by the way, you need to kill all these in this building first, because you don't want these guys messing with you. They're all ghoul or scorched. And by the way, this is another building we need to investigate, but not today. This does not go along with the fire breathers. This is the Charleston Herald. When we're talking about a deep lore investigation, there's a lot that we need to look into. And it's going to take a lot of time. Okay. So to do this running event, we're just going to walk through it. Okay? Just looking at, don't try to do it for time. We're just going to make sure of the area. You can pick up stuff. Whatever you want to do this first time. Just get comfortable with the area. Look at it. Make sure there's no enemies. I hear somebody, so there's somebody around. Let's get rid of him. There's a scorch somewhere. Where's he at?
Yeah, I think it's upstairs.
I heard him. We don't want to run into him when we're doing our run. Did you find him?
Hear it though.
Maybe he's down.
Yep,
Okay.
it is.
Alright.
They're down below.
So we turn this way. Go through here. Jump. Oh, there they all are. Alright, we're gonna jump down. Jump down. Well, the best way I do it is just run around this way. And I just keep hitting my bats. That way it'll tell you if there's anybody around. There is a snallygaster that hangs around here. Oh, look.
Yeah.
I say it, and there he is. And he'll be kind of hard at our level, so you want both of us to take care of this guy. I can't even get up on the building. I'm so... He's right over there by you, so be careful. You're only level 12. Did that hit him? make sure we know our route. Go swimming. Alright, you always want to pick up blood leaf for healing salve. Don't you, Ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The girl that never makes healing salve. Alright. Go through here.
I finished the tadpole thing.
Did you?
Yeah, but making the healing salve.
Oh, did you finally make a healing salve?
Mm-hmm.
See, there's soot flour. All you gotta have is that. And purified water, and you got a healing salve. There's the other snally button right there. Here he comes. So you don't want to have to fight. See, I can't even jump up there without mutation. Alright. And then this is halfway. Right there is halfway. Sometimes there's guys up on the roof.
There's
too.
super mutants right in front of us.
Yeah, I hear 'em. You get it?
Yeah. Oh, there's another one up there.
Where's he at? Oh, and just while we're here, it's a good thing to go right down here and kill the grafted monster. I normally stream 2 hours. Has it been 2 hours? It has, hasn't it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of them.
We're gonna quit as soon as this, we get done with this test. Has it already been 2 hours already? It has.
Has it?
Yeah. Does that mean y'all are tired already?
What? It's been 2 hours? No.
Has it been 2 hours or 1 hour?
It's 6:30 my time, so I think it's only been an hour. Right?
It's only been 1 hour then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 1 more hour. Yeah, while you're here, it's good to go ahead and kill the drafted monster for XP. You want to come get a shot on the drafted monster? Always good caps in the drafted monster. Okay. Back to the racetrack.
Oh, here we go again.
Gods around my neck.
Couldn't hear it. Alright, we're getting a lot of cabins. Actually, the course goes the other way, but I needed to clear them out. Alright, when you pass the halfway mark, I'm overweight, I gotta get rid of something.
There's an arrow right here. Oh, another one.
See why you want to clear this thing out? The easiest way to do it is just hit the river.
These hills are
Oh, no, no!
Ooh, boy, I just about died. He hit me with that Molotov cocktail and I just about died.
Yeah.
Alright, the best way to do it is just run straight to the river and hit the road as quick as you can.
There's another one behind us.
Golly, I've never had this many. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It would make it much better if I was mutated. Now there'll be some ghouls on this road. Todd, thank you! $20 for hour 2. You are so awesome. 2020, yeah. That is awesome. Okay, I think they've added enemies on this thing. Now, I hope you can tell if we had not have, no, that was not good grammar. If we would not have cleared out the enemies, there is no way you would have made that trip. So, now, with the enemies gone, we can do it though. So, let's do it.
Examination will begin in
Still another
15
one.
seconds.
Alright, here we go. Three, two, one.
Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint.
And here we go. Here we go. Come on. Boy, without mutations, you are so slow. Went the wrong direction, but that's alright. Come on. Come on. How slow can a guy go?
Checkpoint activated. Return to start.
Got a minute 30. Come on. Am I gonna make it? Come on.
Congratulations, applicant.
Yes.
Please access terminal to initiate final examination briefing.
Woo! We made it. But see, there's no way without getting the enemies. Initiate final exam. There's another exam.
Greetings,
Oh
applicant.
yeah,
This is Melody Larkin,
we
fire
gotta go
breathers
through the
captain.
mine.
Congratulations on your progress thus far. Until recently, we'd now be moving you on to our final exam. A nice, easy run through an active mine burn. But these days, we got bigger fish to fry. The scorched creatures have been pouring through Big Bend Tunnel. Someone has to stop them, and the fire breathers are the only ones with the tools and the know-how to get it done. So, for your final exam, you'll be running a course cooked up by our very own Lieutenant Madigan to get you up to speed on dealing with these scorched. Head on over to the Belchin Betty shaft when you're ready. Our handler bot, Bernie, will get you oriented. Come back alive and human, and you're in.
All right, we got it done.
I have to redo it now because you
what
were on the
happened?
computer. You were on the computer for too long.
Oh no,
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have to restart it. It's alright. Give me a minute.
It was all my fault. We made Ghost mess up.
Wait, do I have to go back to the checkpoint? Are you? Oh, remember I had this problem last time. Right, I'm going back.
I'm sorry. All my fault. I'm gonna search one of my favorite buildings while you're doing that. I hate not having mutation. You can't jump 2 inches. I'm gonna need to make me some 44 shells. There's a responder right there.
Left.
There's leather. Leather mod. There's another responder. Oh. Right away. Look, this building has some gorgeous views in it. Look at that. And it gets even better. Stuff for it. It's cooked right. Dude. The wind gets louder and louder as you go up. I don't know what it is about this build. I just love it. There's another mod over here. Oh, ivory grips. Everybody wants that one. Pencil that has lead. You definitely need that.
Okay.
I'm going up the big building over here real quick.
Okay.
Did you make it that time?
Yeah. I always have a problem with that.
I had this up to this building while we were right here. Normally it has super mutants in it, but this time it has scorpions. Leveled up, didn't even know it. Lets you level up so much quicker. That's a good one to get. If you're playing in a team, get that one early. That inspirational, when you're on a team, gain 15% more XP. It's just, there's no reason not to. Yeah, I thought about that, Todd. I really thought about hacker or pick lock, especially for the stream that I'm on. I probably should have done that too. But with the inspirational, I thought I would level up so much quicker and then be able to get those. That was my thinking. Alright, I need to get out of here so we can go.
Oh, where are we going?
To that burning mine. You remember we gotta turn the beacon on and...
You still, are you in a building?
Yeah, I'm coming out.
Are we fast traveling to your tent?
I'm overweight, so I'm gonna have to walk there. Let's see how much overweight. Oh, I'm only 2 pounds overweight. Let me. Yeah, now we'll fast travel to the tent.
Oh, and I grabbed Hacker.
Oh, good. Good.
Mhm.
Well, then I'll do the
You lockpick, I'll
picklock.
hack. Yeah.
That's what I normally do anyway. I leveled up inspirational all the way, so I should be leveling up pretty quick. That's what I was talking about with Todd. He was saying I should have got hacker, but I got that inspirational. It gives me 15% more XP.
Yep. I've got that. That was the first thing I maxed out.
By the way, during the Christmas event, the holiday event, I went through Belch and Betty, and there were a lot of holiday scorched in there. I just went in there on a whim, and it was full of the holiday scorched. I don't even remember why I went in there. But it definitely had a lot of them in there. They were lower level, but it was with my lower level character, my other one. Alright, let me throw some things in my stash box and we can get
Yes, I
it
did
going.
not want to put it away.
Baseball grenades. Sorry, y'all, this is kind of boring right now. Okay, I'm ready to go. We're gonna have to walk there, we've never discovered. I'm gonna have to make me some ammo before next week. Hey, Vampire Sage, what's going on? Glad you made it. Oh, look how high that is. What is that, Mount Blair?
Yeah.
Do you want to go by? I can't even jump over these rocks.
No.
Without mutations, it's how are we gonna get over these rocks? It's
Go around.
where? Which way?
It looks like over this way.
That way. Okay, we gotta get mutations quick.
First, we need the perk cards so they don't go away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
level 30 is when it happens.
Oh, that's gonna be a while.
Yeah. You forget how good mutations are Do you want to skip this little bar?
I was just discovering it.
The rusty pick. It's normally super mutants in there.
Oh.
I killed my first scorch beast out in front of it. Ever.
Fire breather. Applicant detected. Kit ticket issued. Please collect your gear.
Yeah, marsupial is... That's what I'm missing right now. You can't even jump over the rocks. It's a good one. It is a good one.
Examination briefing. Holotape issued. Examination briefing. Holotape issued.
Welcome, recruit, to your final exam. I'm Hank Madigan, fire breather lieutenant. Exam simple. Reach the bottom of the mine, hit the emergency beacon down there, and come back up.
Please proceed.
All you gotta do is survive a little slice of living hell. All the scorch, they call it home. And I get this is extreme. But we need to know if you can hack it before you got half a dozen other people counting on you. But you're not going in empty-handed. Along with your suit, you've been issued a modified 10mm. We figured out the Scorched aren't big fans of depleted ultrasite. Took a field trip to AMS HQ to figure out how to make the stuff, but it's the most effective tool we found for putting them down. So time to prove you can put it to good use. Suit up, strap in, and move out, recruit.
Use of deadly force is authorized against infected personnel.
Are you shooting me? I don't know if these 10mm pistols are any good. I've tried them before, but I don't think they work very well. Do you?
No, I don't really use them. I did a lot in Fallout 4, but
I mean the scorched ones that they give you here.
oh, I don't know if I've ever used it before. I'm gonna try it. Oh, this place. Yeah.
Oh, how is it, Vampire? Have you played much of it? Death Stranding. How are you? You got that game, Death Stranding. How do you say that game?
Death Stranding.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, standing or stranding? They got me all confused.
I know, I can't say it right. Well, it's a confusing game.
Gotta eat real quick here.
It looks very interesting.
Is that the one with Norman Reedus in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go first.
Oh, this is automatic. Cool. Did you want to check out what's in this place?
Yeah. girls run different than the guys. I've noticed in the game, right?
Yeah,
Their arms are more toward the sides.
yeah. Yeah, they have a
And it's like little quicker steps. It's like two.
two.
I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, they have the girl run. The girl posture. Is there any notes or holotapes down there?
Not that I saw.
This is just a restroom. None. Nothing. You know there's a shortcut, by the way.
Okay, squad leader. Tim and Andrew are both dead. Now what the hell are we supposed to do?
If y'all want to tip,
Up, Sai. She's recording.
left is the long way,
Entry team.
right is
We've
the
lost
shortcut.
Timothy Wolf and Andrew Rhodes to a swarm of Scorched. And the rest of us barely made it past them alive. I'm beginning to think Melody Larkin may have underestimated the difficulty of this exam.
We're gonna go the shortcut.
You're damn right she did. This is suicide. What the hell with this? I'm going back.
No, you're not. You're sticking with us.
Why? So we can get picked off one by one until we're all dead? No way, not me.
You know what, Sai? You've been acting like a coward ever since we started tackling the Scorch at the farm. And now, Tim and Andrew are dead because of you.
What the hell are you talking about?
I saw him, Max. When those Scorched pushed through the tunnels, they came at us from all sides. Tim and Andrew were holding, and they told Sai to watch the back, but he didn't. He ran away and left the rear flank wide open. That's what took them down.
Lying, Max.
I'll look, knock. Sebastian, if you want to go, go, but you're going back alone, and I guarantee you'll be sure everything kind of. Even if you make it, mark my words, you'll never be part of this squad again.
Fine. To hell with both of you. I'm out of here.
You're seriously letting him go? Yeah, Rita. We're better off without him.
A lot of shotgun shells.
Yeah.
So did you know that shortcut existed?
Me?
Yeah.
Mm,
That's the way you. That's the way you come
That's
up.
the way you go out.
Yeah.
Behind you. haven't really been back here. Oh, maybe I was. I don't know.
Hey, I got some 44 shells. Got your first platinum trophy. That's cool. Y'all forgive me for missing comments on there. I get caught up in what I'm doing. Alright, let me get these comments. That's number
Darth
3.
Vader says, "Hey, King."
Entry 3. Sylvester left the team some time ago. We heard his screams echoing through the mines only minutes after he left. Rita and I are all that's left. Despite the odds, we've somehow made it.
Where my secret?
What's supposed to happen
Yeah,
when we activate that beacon?
Wastelanders will be out
I don't know. I
March.
suppose we'll get Melody Larkin's
I think
next
it'll be out
instruction about how to get out
around
of
March
here.
1st.
Well, there's no reason for us to stand here and
Are
wait.
you ready to go?
Push the damn thing.
Yeah.
Applicant task successful. Return to surface for examination completion.
Oh my god. I gotta get a real Did you throw a grenade down? That worked, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, it was a Molotov.
It worked good.
I hear him.
I see a,
Shouldn't there be more than that?
I see a red dot. Oh, there he is.
Where's the final exam holotape?
It says return to burning. We can go back. Let's get out of here. I've seen enough. Plastic. Yeah, just so y'all know, next time, if y'all want to, y'all can do that shortcut. I don't know if I can do this. I do have a lockpick 1. Yeah, I think this is the only time I use the 10mm too. Get back to my 44. There's a med kit in there if you didn't get it last.
Yeah.
I've got 3 characters right now on Fallout 76, and I think I'm about to start one more, believe it or not. 4 too many?
No, I've got 4.
You've got 4?
I have 2 on Xbox and now 2 on here.
Oh, well.
I don't. I
yeah.
haven't played on Xbox though in a very long time.
I've got 2 on Xbox, one on PS4, and 3 on computer. So there you go.
I didn't want to buy the game one more time. I do have a PS4, but I thought, nah, we have 2 games.
And if I don't play on Xbox and PS4 soon, some of my subscribers are going to disown me. I've got to play on Xbox and PS4. I mean, I really need to.
Should do it for the double XP. There's a theory open up.
I have not been home that much, and now I'm home right now, so hopefully I can. A late February release would be great. That's about what I'm thinking. I'm thinking around March 1st, so that's about what I'm thinking as well.
Well, what about Foshnot? They're bringing that back. When did Foshnot start?
Foshnot was right around March the 1st as well, wasn't it? Because it's the end
somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's the end of winter, so I am nervously excited for Wastelanders. That's the way I will. And it's because I really love Fallout 76 and I don't want them to mess up the world.
All examinations complete. Congratulations. Issuing orientation.
What do I think about the main quest line?
Please proceed to Charleston Fire Department.
Fallout 76.
For
I like
company
it.
Registration. Please present yourself.
We
to
were
the
talking about it
captain
earlier. I think
on
people get lost
duty.
in it. Like the story itself. I honestly think the story's good. I don't care for Rose. I could do with a little less of Rose. She's okay. But I honestly like the story. I think people get lost in it. I really do.
Wait, I have to activate the emergency beacon, or you? Wait, what is happening right now? It's telling me to go back inside. Yeah. Have to.
Because you didn't do it, so you have to.
Yeah, I didn't do it, so now I have to go push. What?
Okay.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Because I was the only one that pushed the button.
Push the button.
Oh, goody, you get to push the button. Yay, the joys of multiplayer games. We'll let you push the button.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
Wish I could run a little faster here.
The hour's almost over anyway. I need to answer questions anyway. But I'm going with you to help you kill some Scorch.
Hold on, I'm changing guns.
Yeah, I'm keeping my 44 out this time.
Purposely hitting every fire.
Yeah, that's... Oops, I went the wrong way. Yeah, that's exactly what... That's exactly what I think people have happened to them. They get to ride around in there with the Rose, and there's so many quests and side quests, and they just start going through the motions. They have no idea what quest is what. They don't know what's main quest. They don't. And I really think they quit paying attention to what the story is. Because most people I've talked to even the people that say they don't like the story, they really don't know what the story is. And I'm talking about main people that have reviewed the game. They honestly don't. If you back them in a corner, they really don't know what the story is, because when you start talking to them about the story and giving them the lore of the game, they'll be like, oh, Juicehead actually did a video not long ago, and he was one right off the bat that talked about how bad the story was and all that. But he did a video not long ago talking about how good the lore was in the game, and he was surprised. So he had done a whole 180 on how good the story and the lore was. Well, what happened? Well, he had slowed down and actually paid attention, and he didn't do it the first time. So I think most people, that's what they did. It's a multiplayer game. They got confused. They didn't take the time. And it does take a lot of patience and a lot of as I called it, investigative work. I enjoy it because I have a police background, and it was kind of fun investigating the story. So did it work that time, Ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Now can we go?
I think so.
Yay!
I don't know why.
Why we both had to push the button, that was dumb.
I remember this happening though a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
A while back. Of course, I said I wouldn't do a shotgun build, but I like shotguns.
Is it? I'm trying to think about. I'm off the story now and back to the mutations. I know it's level 30. One of the perk cards you get is level 30, but
Are you thinking of Class Freak?
Yeah.
The other one?
But isn't there something you can get at level 15?
Well, you have to get the perk card, and then
Candy, you've
Class
been
Freak
good
is
this
just
whole time.
the negative. It takes away the negative aspects of the mutations.
Yeah, starch genes and Class Freak does
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, one comes in at 30, and I'm normally good. I can normally tell you about all that stuff, but right now my mind's not good.
Okay.
Awesome. Alright, come here. We got to take our picture out here by the... No, I'm standing up on a rock. I gotta get off the rock.
Dark.
It is dark. Alright.
You're right in front of the sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down. That's kneeling down, alright. There we go.
There we go.
Alright. I can brighten it up. Don't you love when you stop the live stream for a picture? I love these pictures though. I did one of us at Flatwoods, and I love when it comes up. So.
Perfect. Oh, well, wait. Can you kneel back down just one more, just for a second?
So
just for a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Okay. There we go.
So sorry. I was being
okay,
selfish.
Done.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was just thinking about.
I know, for a chance. Well, I'm the one going slow.
I was being all selfish, thinking about me. Well, guys, we're going to head back to the Charleston Fire Department, and that's where we're going to begin next week learning all about the fire breathers. This week we didn't get much learning done, but we got a lot of the story done. We moved ahead in the storyline, so that was good. But next week we will get to learn a little bit more about this part of the responders, the fire breathers, and I would like one more picture, if you would.
Registration
right here in
is
front
required.
Of the Charleston
Please
Fire Department.
present yourself to station
right in here.
captain.
Where do you want me? Like over here?
Oh, those suits are awful dark. It's hard to see those suits. I'm like brightened it up. But even though we didn't learn much this week, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. There's going to be some weeks where we have to do more physical stuff like this, but next week hopefully we'll get more investigating done. And as we get more perks unlocked, we will be able to go back like to the hospital and open up those terminals and stuff like that. So we hope you enjoyed this kind of live stream. I've been so excited to do this kind of stuff and dive into the story of Fallout 76. And as we go through this, I hope you fall in love more with the story of Fallout 76. So thank you so much for joining us. And guess what? Tomorrow at 4:30. Be sure and join us again right here on this channel for the KingCast. As always, the podcast on all things Bethesda. Again, thanks for joining us tonight right here on Fallout Friday Night live stream with the King. Bye, guys. See y'all tomorrow.